No, Packers, you can't expect every team for the remainder of the season to take you lightly like the overrated as fuck Cowboys did. That's not how shit works in the NFL. But yes, the Titans did end up beating the Packers by a score of 27-17 with a garbage touchdown late in the game. Game by the Packers. Good job by the Packers. Yeah, your season's fucked. I don't see this Packers team making the playoffs, even in a supposed crappy NFC. Not with still the Cowboys and the Giants. But anyway, week 11. Let's get started because I don't have time for this bullshit. Bears going on the road to take on the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons suck, and the Bears defense has been completely fucking horrible, which is to be expected. But especially after they traded Roquan Smith. To be fair, though, they gave up a shit ton of points on Roquan's final game as a Chicago Bear against the Dallas Cowboys. Boys, so whatever on that front, but take the Falcons to win this game, I guess. And speaking of the Falcons, they lost to the Panthers. There's 10 days ago. Whatever. Okay. Eagles going on the road to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Ooh, the Eagles. You picked a bad time to lose to of all teams, the Washington Commanders. Give Commanders credit though. They just they had a solid game. Looks like they just had a solid game plan, and they beat the Eagles. Yeah, there were a few penalties. There were a few questionable calls and no calls in that game, but that doesn't fucking matter in the grand scheme of things. And the Colts, meanwhile. Oh, wow, Jeff Saturday 1-0 as a head coach. Will he make it to 2-0? I fucking doubt it. I fucking doubt it. I think the Eagles bounce back and beat the Colts in this. Jets going on the road to take on the Patriots. This is kind of a tough game for me to pick, so coin flip time, motherfuckers. Tails. Landed tails. Interesting. And it's weird. Some people are taking the Jets because the Jets have become a better football team. And not only that, but some people are expecting the Jets to learn from the mistakes from the last time these two teams met. I mean, the Patriots made Zach Allen look like Zach Wilson, excuse the fuck out of me. Zach Wilson looked like a fucking clown. Because the Jets thought that they could experiment with the Patriots just because the Patriots lost to the Chicago Bears. And whatever, and that's where their mistake lied. I expect the Jets to play a little bit better, but take the Patriots to sweep the Jets, I guess. Commanders going on the road to take on the Houston Texans. Here's my question about this situation. Are the Commanders going to beat the previously undefeated Patriots and then lose to the worst team in football the following week? That might be... It could fucking happen this Sunday, but I'm going to go ahead and take the Commanders, though. But yeah, I think the Commanders still are not that good of a football team, so it wouldn't surprise me. And to be fair, the Commanders and the Eagles were division, so whatever. Ooh, the cream of the crap game, at least for the 11 o'clock window. I'm sorry, I keep saying 11 o'clock because I live in the Mountain Time Zone. Early afternoon window. So, yes, Rams going on the road to take on the New Orleans Saints. Wow, Rams, you lost to Colt McCoy. Fucking wonderful. I don't care if you had Walford or whatever the fuck that guy's name was at the quarterback position. You're supposed to be the defending champions, and you're playing like some fucking basement dwelling cockfucker team. Fuck's that shit about. And guess what? Take the Saints to defeat the Rams. I understand the Saints have been struggling too. To be fair, though, it's been expected for the Saints to be struggling, especially after they lost Drew Brees. And Jameis Winston is still injured and he's still out. So yeah. But I will take the Saints to defeat the Rams. Though that one might bite me. Browns taking on the Buffalo Bills in Detroit, Michigan because of the lake effect snowstorm. That's going on in Buffalo right now. What a shame. And this happened this kind of situation happened back in November of 2014 as well. Well, where there was this lake effect snowstorm that happened. And Buffalo had to Buffalo had to go to Detroit instead when they were facing the Jets, and the Buffalo Bills actually beat the New York Jets and beat them soundly, 38-3. Go ahead and take Buffalo to win this game. I don't know how prepared they're going to be though, but go ahead and take the Buffalo Bills to win this game. They are on upset alert again, and they're starting to look like they're starting to look like a joke as the weeks progress. They kind of got exposed by the Green Bay Packers, if I'm being honest. Same with the fucking Cowboys. More on that later. Come on, fucking work, please. One moment. Continuing on with the Panthers, taking on the Baltimore Ravens with Baker Mayfield getting the start only because P.J. Walker is injured and is not able to play. Not because of the fact that P.J. Walker sucked. No. How ironic, because it was kind of the same situation. It was the opposite situation when Baker Mayfield got injured. P.J. Walker wasn't starting because Baker Mayfield continued to get injured. P.J. Walker started because Baker Mayfield sucked. Their offensive line isn't great, though. Though is the thing. Take the Ravens to beat the Panthers, I guess. Lions going on the road to take on the New York Giants. Some people have the Detroit Lions to win, and I get it. The Lions have won 2 consecutive games, and to be honest with you, the Giants are on upset alert here, because when you look at the talent, other than Saquon Barkley, I mean, sure, defensively there's some people, yeah, on the offensive side of the ball, besides Saquon Barkley, nothing scares me about this Giants team. That's why I've been picking against them constantly. It's just that Brian Daboll is proving so far to be a really good head coach, and the Lions, meanwhile, they have some talent, I guess. They actually have a really good offensive line. Their defense still scares me, but like I said, they're facing the Giants' offense, and they're not necessarily great, especially at the skill positions or at the quarterback position. But then Jared Goff sucks too. So this is so I'm just going to take the Giants based on the Giants' defense, which is not necessarily great either, but whatever. Okay, late afternoon window. Cream of the crap in the late afternoon window. Raiders going on the road to take on the Denver Broncos. Wow. You actually did it, Raiders. You lost to Jeff Saturday, a guy who has never coached at the collegiate level, let alone the NFL level. Well, and apparently he wasn't even that good of a high school coach, which makes it even more pathetic. Not necessarily. Okay, I say that, but it's not necessarily true. Who knows? But that doesn't excuse the fact that Josh McDaniels still sucks. Is the problem? Apparently Rome isn't built in a day, according to Mark Davis. That's just code for that he can't afford to pay off Josh McDaniels. Gee, maybe you should have kept Rich Bisaccia and maybe hired a manager that actually wants to keep Rich Bisaccia as the head coach instead of going the Patriot way. Right? Seriously, Mark Davis needs to sell the fucking team. Is what needs to fucking happen. But he's not going to. So sorry, Raiders. You're stuck with McDumbass for a really long time. As far as the Broncos go, oh Jesus fucking Christ, Denver. How the fuck do you lose to a Titans team with that is especially? How do you score only 10 points against a decimated Titans defense? I don't care if they had a Derrick Henry on offense. What the fuck were you doing? What the fuck were you doing on offense? That was a joke. This is really hard for me to pick this one. On my hand, not between my fingers. Heads, but that was a flip. That was a what? Whatever. Take the Broncos, but both teams deserve to fucking lose, as far as I'm concerned. I'm really tempted to take the tie instead of picking against both teams. I'll end up losing, but I don't give a fuck. Fuck. Yeah, that Russell Wilson trade is looking really fucking bad. Bad on Denver's part. Seattle looks like geniuses. Again. And Seattle has fleeced Denver. Again. Cowboys going on the road to take on the Minnesota Vikings. The Cowboys are favored by a point and a half. What? I'm sorry, but fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Take the Vikings. Give me a fucking break. The Packers exposed the Cowboys, and the Vikings just got done beating the Buffalo Bills. By hook or crook. And it should. Crook. And to be fair, the Vikings should have won at regulation because when the Buffalo Bills were attempting to make a comeback, that was not a fucking catch. Not that it would have I guess it wouldn't have mattered, but because the Vikings still won, and I guess that's the thing. You can't make excuses. Excuses. The Vikings didn't make excuses. That's why I'm not blaming the referees for the reason why the Eagles lost the game on Monday night. And Vikings, end of story. Cowboys, overrated as fuck. Look for Dalvin Cook to run all over that shitty Cowboys run defense. They're 9-1 with Kirk Cousins not playing necessarily great football. Weird. It's almost as if they have an actual head coach now. A coach that I wanted, quite frankly. Bengals going on the road to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. This game was supposed to be the Sunday night game, but because the Steelers suck really bad, it had to be moved to the late afternoon window. Quite frankly, though, it should have been moved even further earlier than that to the 11 o'clock window. But it is what it is there, I guess. Take the Bengals to defeat the Steelers and get their payback victory. Chiefs going on the road to take on the Los Angeles Chargers of San Diego. Some people have the Chiefs winning, the Chargers winning this one. for some reason. I guess they forgot how injury riddled they are and shit like that. The Chargers are not facing the Falcons. I know the Chiefs narrowly escaped victory against the Tennessee Titans because, to be fair, the Tennessee Titans are a good football team, and to be fair, they're still looking like a good football team. But they beat Jacksonville pretty easily. Something that the Chargers were not able to do, by the way. And like I said, the Chargers are banged up as fuck. Take the Chiefs to bring the brooms to sweep the LA Chargers of San Diego, excuse the fuck out of me. And last up on ESPN Primetime Football Monday, 49ers going on the road to take on the Cardinals in Arizona. Nice victory by the Cardinals. I'll give them that. But whatever. You're facing a 49ers team that's really starting to gel. And yeah, take the 49ers to defeat the Arizona Cardinals. Cardinals still suck. Don't let that victory over the Rams fool you. The Rams suck dicks too. So that's just how I fucking see it. That's it. That's all. Till next time. Later, fuckers.